Yo, hey guys. It is fucking bright outside. Believe it or not, I've just done a full week of day running, meaning I'm getting up at like 7, 8 a.m. Shutting down. Well, whatever. Why am I doing that? Because I am now at Cheyenne, in Cheyenne, at the Walmart DC. Unloading, then going home. I didn't plan on going days, it just kind of happened accidentally. My body's like, you're not getting sleep today. Next thing I know, I'm on days. Dad, do you mind? I'm trying to make a video over here. I can hear you licking that plastic, you crackhead. He likes to lick plastic. Yeah, I've set up everything on the bed to unload, into my car when I get home. And see, he's over there just being a crackhead for that plastic bag. Doesn't care what's in the bag. He just wants to lick the bag. But, I forgot to mention... Oh, shit. This phone is about to fall. I forgot to mention, though, on that video, a follow-up to Sometimes Games Get Played, that video. I don't remember where I left off, but... I only lost about a day. Everything just got pushed forward a day. If they had told me about 30 hours later that I could have made both stops on time. They've been close, but I could have done it. But they had told me when the office crew came in, because last I was told I was waiting for a reschedule, so But they told me when they came in, the second day that is, so not the first day afterwards, because that's the transition day, because that's the full day I got to run, 700 plus miles. So they told me the second day, if you roll in there as soon as your 10's up, they'll take you. I would have made it there before they closed. So yeah, and that was actually a meat plant that's only open from like 5 to 6. So 0500 to like 1800, then they close. JBS on the north, fast unloading, alright dock, alright, doors back into, alright setup. A little tight, but alright, it's not too bad. If you're a hood truck, you might be fucked. You might be doing a lot of this pretty much. Depending on what door you get into. The parking though, on the other hand, and the street in to the doors, one way out, because they don't have a yard, so they put all their trailers along the street. So it's one way in, one way out, but same time. So meaning it pretty much you gotta take turns coming in and out, because it's literally one lane. So one lane, one way in, one way out. Wasn't too bad though. The second stop, they just took me before the appointment. My appointment, I guess, did get moved to the very next day at 1000. I got there at 0300. That's when I was told to check in. They checked me in at 0500, and I was out the door by like 8 a.m. So not bad. Wasn't great. I think I got a little lucky with that place. I don't know. Sometimes these Google reviews and these stars, the stars rating and all that. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes that if it's 3.5 stars or 3 stars out of 5, that usually means a trend. But that wasn't too bad. Other than I lost a load, then I ended up picking up some pet food. Well, it was going to become pet food, but big old tubs. For those who don't know, it's like 5,000 pounds of a giant, pretty much a cardboard box that's on a pallet that has like pretty much miscellaneous pieces of unused chicken. Like for example, the chicken pieces we don't eat goes to the dog food. So whatever left of chicken, they get. But they put it in a giant, pretty much a soup bowl of miscellaneous chicken parts, and they are very, very leaky. They do make a mess. They stink. It smells like death. It smells like it destroys your nose. And also, yes, they're very, very leaky. And when I say leaky is, for example, they leak non-stop until the bottom of the trailer. These reefer trailers, they have rails that are about this big. And the shit fills up in there. And it's also, since the refrigerator, it gels up. So I had that much of, shit at the bottom of my trailer. But then as soon as, I turn the reefer off, it still leaks anyways. It's not as much, but as soon as you turn the reefer off and it starts warming up, it's like a waterfall coming out of the trailer. Or however much you get long. To quote the guy who did the washout when I went to go pick up my next load after I delivered that one, he had to go over 5 times. I gotta start my truck, hold on. He had to go over 5 times, and to quote him, that was rough. Very, very rough. And I went back there just to apologize for the smell, because it was bad. I could smell it with the doors closed, outside the trailer, not near any of the vent holes, so I knew it was bad. And he had to go in there and wash it out. By himself, in a very, very hot trailer. My bad, dude, my bad. And then... Fuck, I don't remember where I went. Oh yeah, okay. I was picking up a load at Rogers, Arkansas. That was at Tyson. That's where the washout was. And I was supposed to go up to 80 to Sacramento, to South Sacramento, a stop in Turlock, 2,100 miles. But if I'd done that, it would have been a hard position for me to get home based on my experience. And I didn't, see, that's why I hate about planners. They don't talk to each other. Especially when you have a week's notice or 4 weeks notice that I'm going home. Start communicating, bickering, and working it out. But my DM got a hold of the planner saying, hey, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to stay on 80 and just try to do a swap to get him home? Or do you want to, I mean, at this point it's about a week away. So it's like, plenty of time to work with. And he's like, no. Have him drop down to 40, take it to the yard of San Bernardino, and we'll grab him on a load that points him up towards the house, and then we'll swap him to either Cheyenne load or North Platte, which is 5.5 hours, away from my house, but they would have split the miles with me. Which, okay. Like, Cheyenne's 180 something miles from my house, so it's like, I'm okay with this. But then they give me a pre-plan after I drop that's going to Washington. I was like, well, that's a little weird. So I called the planner. I was like, what's the deal with this? What's your thought process? Because I know he didn't tell me anything. He just said, so I wanted to see before I accepted it what he was thinking first of this load. Come to find out, all the loads I need to go towards the house are coming out of Washington, Oregon anyways. It's like, well, I guess I should have probably never rerouted down. But anyways. But I was told to go ahead and head up, but you're not going to send it. Because, I would be up there in a day and a half. It didn't deliver until a day and a half later, so 3 days. It's only 1,100 miles. So I went up through 95 to 95, popping out there. So we have a drop yard in Pasco, Washington. And that's the best way to do it. You mind, Cat? Crackhead? Yeah, you. He turns his head back like what? I get to, from Carson, California, is where I picked up my load. General Mills. Yoplait, in case you don't know who General Mills, who owns that, Yoplait, is General Mills. Hold on. Yoplait, if you don't know who owns Yoplait, it's General Mills. There, I had it backwards. And then they also, Pillsbury, I believe, I think that's what I saw in there. The blue can, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Pillsbury. General Mills owns Pillsbury. So, picked that up. That was in Carson. Mid-afternoon traffic on a Monday. Going up the 405. That's the way I wanted to. 405 to 14. That's the smart way to go. And I could easily gone the other way up to like the 15, but why? Anybody who knows SoCal knows the 405 to the 14 at midday afternoon. Okay. The 405 goes right by Beverly Hills, right by the LA airport. It's the real LA. Although everybody I know calls the whole SoCal all of LA because it's just non-stop connected. It's just building after building after building. There's no gap until you get out of San Bernardino or Redlands. I think it's the southeast corner. Pretty sure it's Redlands. I forget the exact name of it down there. But fucking Christ. I don't know how I survived. I hate traffic. Anybody who knows me knows I hate traffic. Like, I'm from the least populated state for a reason. But I got from Carson. By the way, well, I started my deadhead to Carson from Ontario. So I got from Ontario to Carson, which has an hour driving, well, 50 miles an hour. From Carson to Fallon, Nevada, and I had like 30 minutes left, and I parked there. Although I didn't feel it at O'Fallon. Fuel was cheap, $5.35 in Nevada. That's why I love Mavericks. But what's nice about that is I did a swap with the dude in Fernley, Nevada. Literally, I mean, the dude was surprised I was 30 minutes away. Like, I was 30 miles away. Like, I was going off on 10. He was parking there, thinking he was about to just go somewhere deadhead. I'm like, dude, I'm 30 minutes away from you. Headed up to Fernley. Did a swap with Cheyenne. Gave my North Platte load away. That's what I got from him. Took his Cheyenne load, which works for me. But I filled up in Fernley, or O'Fallon. So from O'Fallon to Fernley to Cheyenne to home on one tank. I still got probably 80 gallons in there. Gotta love averaging 8+ MPG. I could not have done that trip with that on one tank in the winter. No. Oh, maybe. It'd been a little hard, maybe. You done looking like plastic crackhead? I don't know. I got a few videos coming up. Ideas in my head. I may or may not want to do. But I'm not too sure. But hey, Landon, if you watched this video up to this point, that's the dude I swapped in Fernley. Appreciate it. I mean, sorry, I was trying to hard to just go. You know, usually I don't mind talking. I mean, I got to watch these videos, see, I will talk. But when I'm trying to get home, especially since I'm getting home 4 days early. Actually, 5 days early now, because cut a day off. I was supposed to be home on the 25th. It's the 20th, so yeah. But I also got Discord. It's just, you know, just use the discord.gg/handies. I talk in there a lot too. I do answers all questions. If you guys also have content ideas, you know, video ideas, post them below. I do appreciate all you guys. But hey, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.